A very good morning to you all. Market opening ceremonies are organized at the CSE trading floor to celebrate important developments in the Sri Lankan capital market and business. The bell ringing ceremony today celebrates the occasion of the listing of Exterminators Limited. Shares of Exterminators Limited will be listed on the CSE's Empower Board and will be classified under the commercial and professional services sector. Exterminators Limited is a premier pest management and environmental enhancement technology company in Sri Lanka with over 23 years of experience. At present, the operations are carried out from 2 branches located in Colombo and Kandy. Over the past few years, Exterminators Limited has served more than 8,000 clients, both in the residential and commercial sectors. Exterminators also have a presence in the Maldives and Seychelles. As we congratulate the company on the listing, we thank you for joining us today. To commence the proceedings this morning, we present the official corporate videos of the CSE and Exterminators Limited.
Banking on the entrepreneurial spirit of the Sri Lankan people, the Colombo Stock Exchange builds on a share trading tradition that has existed in Sri Lanka for over a century. The business of share trading that commenced with plantation companies in 1896 continues to thrive today as a matured and vibrant stock market that mobilizes capital flows of over 300 billion rupees a year.
We have leveraged on the combined experience and expertise of the industry to leapfrog on multiple fronts. As we look towards a possible re-rating of the market upwards, what is on the cards are major infrastructure developments, new product introductions, widening of the investor base, building a sustainable business model, and most importantly, working with the government and the regulator to position the CSE as a pivotal point for capital raising.
The CSE in its present form began in 1985 when the Colombo Securities Exchange Guarantee Limited was incorporated as a company limited by guarantee formed by 7 stockbroker firms. Today, as the operator of the stock market in Sri Lanka, we offer state-of-the-art pre-trade, trade and post-trade platforms. Our stakeholder base also includes the regulator, the Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka, over 700,000 local and foreign institutional and individual investors, members of staff of the stock exchange, and other market intermediaries who go and make up the ecosystem of the Sri Lankan capital market.
Stock exchange operations around the globe have evolved significantly, and so has the CSE. Our trading operations, which started with an open outcry system and investors visiting the public trading floor, today is delivered through a state-of-the-art multi-asset class automated trading system and a central depository system. CSE has engaged in a drive to digitalize all stakeholder touchpoints in the stock market, enabling end-to-end connectivity electronically.
CSE over the years have invested in technology because we understand a robust, secure and cutting-edge technology is the backbone of a modern exchange. Today, our IT systems and infrastructure supports a sustainable business model by securing processing transactions, generating accurate and real-time market data, and offering speedy, convenient, reliable access to the market users. We have also focused strengthening our information and cybersecurity and building internal capabilities to support the market-wide digitization strategy.
Establishing regulatory readiness to navigate through a Sri Lankan business landscape that has changed substantially since CSE was first established has been a material focus.
Regulation must evolve to support the development plan or the development strategy of the exchange, and that is something that we have always followed. Compared to the inception of the Colombo Stock Exchange 35 years ago, we have been able to transform our listing framework to make it really attractive for issuers to come and raise capital by listing their securities through the Colombo Stock Exchange. And for this purpose, we have been able to diversify our listing platforms and listing boards giving them various listing options to benefit. In terms of overall regulation, our focus has always been investor protection, creating and maintaining a fair and orderly market, and also facilitating capital formation.
The CSE has taken decisive steps to diversify from a single product market to one that offers multiple products. Real estate investment trusts, the creation of an OTC market for repos on corporate debt, trading of gold products, and stock borrowing and lending are already in the process of being introduced. On the regulatory and governance fronts, the new SEC Act, we believe, will be an important development covering regulatory changes required to continue to safeguard investor rights.
The investor base in the Sri Lankan stock market has grown steadily, and measures taken by CSE to increase the retail investor base and foreign investment fund flows rapidly to create a vibrant securities market have been focused and consistent. We have used multiple strategies to attract local and foreign investors. End-to-end digitalization is helping us to widen the local investor base. The Invest Sri Lanka series has been effective in taking the message of our stock market and opportunities globally, and in attracting foreign fund flows into the country. As we look ahead, CSE envisions to play a competitive role and be among the leading regional markets, harnessing our key strengths of the established infrastructure and the reputation built.
We have evolved, we have changed, we have developed. But one thing that remains unchanged is our focus on maintaining the integrity and the quality of the market.
We will continue our journey towards success, and we value our stakeholders whose confidence in us stood unaltered. I would like to recognize the role played by our listed companies, our investors, and all market intermediaries who placed confidence in the CSE. I also recognize the untiring efforts of board members, present and past, as well as the CSE staff, including those who served previously.
Colombo's Stock Exchange, a transformative past, a vibrant future.
It is a story about commitment, innovation, passion. Exterminators' core values guide all its steps in its journey towards being a true champion of what they do. They care for the planet, they care for people, and they are passionate about what they do. Exterminators deliver cutting-edge environmental enhancement solutions for all homes and businesses. The products and solutions are articulated, designed, and invented to face any existing and emerging pest and termite challenges. They are the world's first carbon-neutral disinfection service. Asia's first carbon-neutral pest control organization with multiple quality management standards.
There may be many companies to do the pest control, but our value proposition is unique because we are carbon neutral company. Therefore, our service excellence is built on platinum triangle that encompasses environmental sustainability, corporate social responsibility, and corporate governance. Therefore, all the stakeholders, you can trust on us.
Exterminators are Sri Lanka's first COVID-19 SLS certified SME company and Sri Lanka's first licensed disinfection and sanitization service provider, certifying Exterminators' world-class eminence as Sri Lanka's premier environmental enhancement technology brand.
We have won 59 awards for business excellence, brand excellence, industrial excellence, entrepreneurship, environmental leadership, and corporate social responsibility.
Build Mart Lanka have been working with Exterminators for the past 15 plus years. As we represent the construction industry, we need nothing but the best and reliable service providers. They have been the ideal service provider for us for the services which they render.
I have known Exterminators for the last 15 years, and they are one of the companies I can undoubtedly say that is flexible and dependable. Especially during the pandemic, I remember how they provided their services free of charge to charities, to elders' homes, to other institutions.
Exterminators are committed to honoring their employee contributions and efforts each and every day. That's why they are Asia's first Great Place to Work certified pest management brand. Created history by scoring 100% in over 20 focus areas during the Trust Index audit. And always treating people right amidst the many unprecedented challenges of the past, the present and the future. Exterminators' philosophy is to do the right thing the right way at the right time to make positive changes for its stakeholders and the planet. Exterminators, a brand you can trust.
Now, I am pleased to invite our first speaker today, Mr. Renuka Wijayawardena, Chief Regulatory Officer of the Colombo Stock Exchange, to deliver the welcome remarks of the ceremony.
You know, last year we had a bit of a rally. 13 companies were listed. This is the third one. We are still into the end of the first quarter, but there are so many other listings which we have already approved a couple of listings, so you will see some of it coming up. I hope the interest will continue this year as well. Third listing and third company to be listed on the Empower board. And I believe it's the first company representing this sector. As we were discussing, I think we had a couple of discussions with the company involving the managing director also, because we were trying to understand what type of information that should go into the prospectus, because there was no comparable, sector. Then from the Colombo Stock Exchange, we have some of our colleagues, some of the senior management team is here. So as you all know, listing on the CSE is a very important milestone of any corporate in the country. And the company can be extremely happy and proud that you all have achieved this milestone within a relatively shorter period, I think about less than 25 years. The company is to be listed on the Empower board. Now, this is precisely what the CSE has strived to achieve, especially during the last 6 or 7 years. CSE is trying to basically attract all kinds of businesses, local businesses. Now we have, we are open to foreign businesses also, who are of different sizes, various sizes, coming from various backgrounds, sectors, even business models. The economic environment is changing. So with that objective, I think we said that in the video also, we have been making our regulatory framework very liberalized. We have changed our rules, listing criteria, the processes, the timelines, the disclosure requirements were made very flexible. So we have done quite a lot of things to facilitate the capital formation of listed companies, which is one of our main goals as a stock exchange, because to start off, we need to have corporates listed. That's the starting point. Without listed companies, nothing else can happen in a stock market. So talking about the company, I think we saw it in the videos. Exterminators is one of the leading companies in this field. The sector, which is about pest management and environmental enhancement technology. So those are the solutions. They are a leading player with a diverse range of clients, local and foreign. In fact, the CSE is also one of your clients, in addition to some of our officials. So we are glad that a company of this nature has come on our board. And also we saw that the company has been recognized with nearly 60 awards. So those are all plus points. So as I said, we are extremely pleased to have you on board. And precisely this is exactly what we want to achieve. Corporates coming from different sectors, representing various models, which were not there earlier. So we want to expand on our portfolio of companies where the investors can invest. Companies which are having a sizable market share in their respective sectors, with a lot of growth potential, and more importantly, good corporate citizens. After listing, there are various other requirements, with good governance. I'm sure you already meet most of those requirements, if not all. So let me congratulate the company again, and we wish all the success to Exterminators Limited in your journey as a listed company from today. Life is slightly going to be different from today. I believe able investment banker. They are supposed to advise you and handhold for the next, I think, 2 years or something. So I'm sure you will be up to the mark. So all the best again, and I hope that you will continue to use the capital market through the CSC for all your future capital raisings also. So thank you very much and have a pleasant day.
Thank you, Mr. Wijewardena. May I now kindly invite Mr. Marlon Ferreira, Managing Director of Exterminators Limited, to the podium to share the remarks on behalf of the company.
Today is a historical day for all of us at Exterminators, the pest control industry in Sri Lanka, the pest control industry in South Asia, the pest control industry in developing and the emerging world. We will be the pest control company to be listed in this region. And I take this opportunity to thank the CSE for introducing an Empower Board for the SME sector in Sri Lanka, and Atara Capital Partners for helping us and guiding us during this 10-month process. And I would also like to thank all our employees, past and present, and all our customers and all stakeholders who helped us during this 24-year challenging but amazing journey. Finally, I am so grateful for all investors who believed in us and trust us during these challenging and tough times by helping our IPO to oversubscribe by almost 4 times. Today, we make a promise that we will exceed all expectations of all stakeholders while adhering to the ESG principles in the coming months and years to come. It is indeed an honor to be here today. Thank you.
We would now proceed to open the market, and I kindly invite onto the podium, representing Exterminators Limited, Mr. Chaminda Ratnayaka, Chairman, Non-Executive Independent Director, Mr. Marlon Ferreira, Managing Director, Ms. Suhanya Pelpola, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director, Mr. Travis Ferreira, Director, Business Development, Ms. Shehani Divorce, Manager, Operation and Compliance, Ms. Angela Pereira, Manager, HR and Administration, Mr. Hazik Nazar, Assistant Customer Relationship Manager. Representing Atara Capital Partners Private Limited, Mr. Rohan Seneviratna, Managing Director, Mr. Chandana Vijayasundara, Vice President, Investment Banking. Representing the Colombo Stock Exchange, Mr. Renuka Vijayawardena, Chief Regulatory Officer, Ms. Renu Rantunga, Senior Vice President, Legal. May I kindly invite the Chief Regulatory Officer of the Colombo Stock Exchange, Mr. Renuka Vijayawardena, and Senior Vice President Legal of the Colombo Stock Exchange, Ms. Renu Rantunga, to present the listing certificate and a token of appreciation to Mr. Chaminda Ratnayaka, Chairman, Non-Executive Independent Director, Exterminators Limited, and Mr. Marlon Ferreira, Managing Director, Exterminators Limited, to accept the listing certificate and the token. With that, we end today's market opening ceremony organized to celebrate the listing of Exterminators Limited. I would like to thank our distinguished guests who graced this occasion.